Why is the tavern shut?
Because they have no furniture. Unless you're okay with sitting on the floor. Carpet for 2, please. Meanwhile... Dude, the size of that thing.
The Dalmekian government
Fancy
seems for
crapper.
peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still,
Why is
we must
he...
insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Suck some more
Very
dick.
good.
I think the prince is not happy with any of this.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Mm-hmm. Not matters.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
As long as I sit on the throne, right?
Dion?
What?
Yes, sire.
Yeah, you were your stitch.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
This is the perfect moment for Joshua to chime in were he to encounter the prince.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Radiant 7. Alright. Why couldn't we have the Final Fantasy
Forgive you.
Final Fantasy 7 option deny flower? Bring me a new flower.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Huh. Astrology works?
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
He disappoints you. What is the deal with this shitty little kid? I can't say if it's a dude or a girl. And the absolute lethargy,
One way to find out.
is unsettling. Okie doke. Let's see what the Byronic man
It's just one thing after
wants
another
from me.
around here.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, fuck me.
No, not
I
today.
thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rotsfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Be sure to put out the proper silverware and porcelain. How do, Unc?
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade.
Ooh.
He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalind. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
What a hero.
I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
Garçon.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000 gold.
2,000?
Chop chop.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive...
What do you think, Vivian?
Not very decisive,
I think,
but...
with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Meaning...
Come here and I'll show you.
Another history lesson? Yay.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Yes.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next.
Is that true?
And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she
Einherjar.
boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a
Very
land
Nordic.
apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Why my life? But okay. So they're dragging this guy through the desert.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Time is money. And with that, we shall press on.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
I mean, the old one had an excuse. It was her daughter. You, however, Lord Rosfield. For shame. But I suppose if she's the one that installed any kind of water filtering and making sure that this place doesn't actually die, then I am, unfortunately, going to have to tolerate her just a little bit longer. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing special. Alright, what's new?
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Why not?
All I'm after is Kupka's head.
We want to destroy the
I
Mother
won't risk any more
Crystals.
than I have to.
Crystals?
I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Ruzena Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
And where
Who is she?
Find this desert hare?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn.
Dalimil Inn.
We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
It's not gonna be easy, probably.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
He's
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
You know what? Half a game ago, I would have been worried when he'd say that, but yeah, I think I can leave this in the hands of these two, especially Gav. He comes across as a bit of a ponce, but he's an alright guy. and the only knows better than his is Torgul's. We might need some supplies. I'll be right there with you, Uncle Dearest. How's it going?
Your gentleman friend, Clive? Something in the way he dresses tells me he isn't an escaped bearer.
He is not. No, ma'am.
Who's this blue blood?
Blue blood? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
What if I like gawping? I just need the one, is that it?
Blind, you know.
I mean, it's 10k for an elixir. It's just unnecessarily expensive.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I'm not listening to you anymore, lady. Anything special, anything that I can reinforce, anything that makes you say, hey, have a gan. The grindstone. 11 bolt earth shard. And when he lifted his fists, beneath them was found naught but dust. Economy. You know what? The grindstone. This is only a $5. Oh well.
It'd last you a good while.
At least I'm spending something. Can I reinforce? Of course I can't. Why would I?
Fine.
Ooh. What is this blunt, disgusting atrocity? It's meant to be a sword. This thing looks like a fallen bat. As in a bat that the fallen would use. I am indeed attempting to finish the job, but I'm not entirely certain as to whether I can. Lord Uncle Dearest.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
Off we go!
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
You're a bit too keen on that. Can you fight, by any chance? The Velcro Desert. Hope you brought some bottles of water. Sorry, water. Welcome to Baltarossa. If you know, you know.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Why would you ever? Voluntarily. Oh, poor dog, you must be going haywire.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Poor Torgal. In this blistering heat. Riddle of the Sands. You know what would be disgusting? If my Lord Uncle Byron showed up at the hideout because he was pressured into coming to find me and leading me to potentially the next location, and if he was there just going to backstab me. I'm just conjuring up possibilities. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it would suck.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings.
Oh, wait. Wait, you can actually fight? Show me. Hey, Torgal actually using magic now? Let's go. Oh, show me. Yes. Meanwhile, this doof is not doing much of anything. Nope. If we're quite finished, I could totally ride Chocobo here, but I kind of just want to take in these new sights.
Years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Did we?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang. He let me come with you. I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born.
It's a long time ago.
You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you, sat in the sand.
I just really wanted to do this. Nicely done, Dorgo. Oh. Level up. We win these. Desert roses. Mi belle florefie del desierto. Now, I did say I wanted to spelunky this desert just a little bit, but if we're looking for any like specific assistance, because I find myself being automatically drawn to my actual quest objective, and I kind of want to just have a gander. Sasori.
Time to fight.
Which means scorpion. Because this looks like a place where I can find some thing.
No need to ride from here.
Blood Fang. Oops. Nope. What am I gonna do with all this pent-up rage? Is there nothing? Nothing of interest whatsoever. Truly. That's what I was looking for, a mithril belt. But I've got a Drake Slayer's belt, though. So this is not better. And the Demon Tamer's... Okay, yeah, no, it's... Maybe I can use it in crafting, maybe I should sell it, maybe I'm defective, or maybe I'm dumb.
I can't see a thing.
It is a bit,
Let us turn back before we lose our way.
I can actually lose my way. Understood. Okay, let's see what a drop from height does on this bird. Okay, nothing at all. Well, if that's where I'm gonna lose my way. So I can remain in the valley, just not higher up. Man, all those tornadoes, those dust twisters. Pretty cool addition. I don't know why, but I think I'm hearing Final Fantasy VI influences here in the music. Nicely done, Thorgal. Who's the goodest boy? You were the goodest boy. Sonic Kaboom. Who's a good Thorgal? Who's a good Thorgal? What's with that attitude? You're giving me sass now you've awakened as a true frost being? Think you're too good for me? Wait, what is that town? Can I go there?
Come on.
That seems far away. Those... the watch... Oh, that's actually where I have to go. Okay, but what is this then? I mean, if you really want to fight, I'll give you a fight, sure.
Farewell.
Thank you. Now. Oh, hello. Nobody wants to chat with me? So is this like a resting place among some sort of pilgrimage? Nobody wants
soldiers were in the inn.
Nobody wants to chat with me, really. Okay, if that's the case, then I suppose we'll just make for the Dalimil Inn.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalimil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
You know what? Since we're here, sample the local culture and what have you. When in Rome, or, you know, when in Dalimil. Huh. She got that boyo. What are we angry at? Black shields?
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
I mean, it's been a while since I've had my last bar
Run along
brawl.
the way now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
It's not a dog. It's a noble frost wolf. Alright, let's start some ruckus at the tavern, shall we? Oh, now nobody will know that it was me. Those are the Waluders. No weapons at the table. Can I get you?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. And ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Hey, girl.
Your
Garçon.
pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Alright, trouble in 3, 2, 1, and... Huh. Color me surprised. You're not looking too hot.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Do not feed me this pagan water. You look like a court jester with that red drape. I don't know why. And of course, we don't know this character, and they might bump into Clive or something, and be none the wiser. I do like this sort of several points of view, because this is probably the Waluders who are discussing their woes. It's almost like a Sin City approach.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Ah.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Pretty curious. Oops.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Yes. Is there something amiss, gentlemen? Would you like a bite of my soup?
Uncle? Sorry.
Trouble. Yeah, you look like shite and you probably feel worse.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
She said, and she just fucked off. No.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here.
Can I talk my way out of here?
You'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
Friend? I don't think we've made acquaintances yet. What's my name?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Back,
Uncle. Gladly.
I do apologize for any damages incurred. In the meantime, we will pay for... Are you really just gonna cheer me on from...
Try it.
No.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that.
Thank you. I deserve that, probably. Now, sorry for thoroughly wrecking your inn. We will reimburse you for any... You can send the bill to my uncle. Nothing like a good tavern brawl to get my hunger going.
For your trouble.
Like I said. What a hero.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
He's a connoisseur. Problem solved, right? In the meantime, are you impressed or are you worried? Do not tell the man that my brother is here, probably.
Now's our chance.
Huh?
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
My feelings. I'm surprised you can move as well as you can in that robe, milady. You've got some blood on your... Oh. It means Joshua's nearby, huh?
Clive?
He never did like his carrots. Uh-huh.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Fun fact, I'm also not a big fan. I'm not big on carrots. I mean, I'll eat them raw, sure, but cooked? No, thank you. I wonder if I'll... No, it's not the same place. That medicine girl? But I think that was a different city.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Yes, I suppose we better had. Is there anything of interest? The markets, the baths?
Pots, bowls and basins.
How about a hot bath to soothe the aches and pains of the road?
they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Another interesting coincidence.
Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Whose fault is that?
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Ruzena Dalimil, woman of
Yeah, who,
mystery.
where,
But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Ruzena Dalimil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okey-doke.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
You.
Good day, my lord.
Nothing of... lightning rod. No, thank you. I mean, I want all of them, but they're all very expensive. And I don't feel comfortable just yet forking over that amount of gil for something that is ultimately trivial.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Play with the crystal. Thank you, town person. It is indeed.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Boo-hoo.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Fun fact. Human trafficking is still very much alive in Middle Eastern countries. And in Africa, for that matter. So in that sense, spending money on people, you know, to buy them, isn't that far-fetched.
For a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I named my price. If you can't
Gissel? I always thought it was Geishel. But I've never actually heard it spoken out loud, I don't think. So I'm gonna stick with Geishel, it's just what I know. You, wench.
What do you want?
Your eyes are
I'm
dead.
busy.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
Yep.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Don't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's
Smithy?
only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
You say this.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me.
Please.
My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalimil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Ruzena Dalimil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Might be one of those king of beggars type people. Secret name, false name. Headset battery.
12 seconds later.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
I mean, do you want me to go here, or do you want me to actually go and take a bath? Wait, who the hell are you? Aye, Captain. Mayhaps.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Ruzena Dalimil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families.
I see.
That's where you'll usually find him.
Always
Thank
soaking.
You kindly.
Alright, well.
Well, it sounds
Torgal,
like we have our man.
what are you doing here?
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
I mean, I say this, but I guess dogs weren't allowed inside the establishment. Dogs are very much allowed in. You look like the shady sort.
Excuse me. Are you Further?
Who wants to know?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Ruzena Dalimil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Bordello. Is that Dalimil speak for brothel? Or is that...
Do you think we can trust him?
Yeah, it sounds like a setup.
As far as I think he trusts us.
So let's start with a little bit of good faith. 3, 2, 1, and...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
There we go.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Some will never learn, will they? That's one dead. There's a lot of you, isn't there? At least you got... Yeah, I saw that one coming. Hehehe. Let's crush your eyeballs out. Enemies bested. Not slain, no, bested. We just roughed them up. I've jammed my sword through their body multiple times. Bodies, I should say. But you're okay. Now.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Ruzena. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Will she?
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure. You say bandits. Are they really bandits? Were they really bandits? Banditi?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Yeah.
Once you go flat,
Have a taste.
everything that pops to mind
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest
isn't too flattering.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Isn't that what we were told in the first place?
So it was the young sprig after all.
Told
So
you.
much for Ruzena Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
You would be correct, Ruzena the
I won't waste your time.
First.
I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have.
I got a blade on
And
my
so
back.
for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Why are you stepping in? You know I can...
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
It's not so much wanting, it's
Men
more
like
like...
you have a special place in my heart.
Cut the bullshit and get to
Why,
the point.
you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
Unfortunately, I don't
hear
have
him out.
much of a choice.
It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age?
Ooh.
But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalimil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
I don't like you.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Now, let's first establish what do you quantify as trouble. What is trouble? Do we help people who are in trouble? Is there a specific trouble in the city? Do we dislike bearers and do you want them all out of town? So many permutations, so many possibilities. Ew. Not for the looks of you.
What for?
Just a question. Dalimil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one.
True.
The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
So... Town is thriving, but in return we do see a lot of foreign soldiers. You there, Merchante.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard
rumors.
Damn thieves.
Ah.
Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Are the soldiers pocketing the shards themselves?
Light meat and dark.
Needed to a
Fresh from the
silken
grill.
softness.
Get it while it's hot.
Is it you and your flatbread?
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Hello, milady.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
Why is that?
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
My carpets have pride of place in Castle.
What was all that crashing and banging?
Hello, milady. Is this place open? You don't look too happy to see me. Which is understandable.
The one who broke all our furniture. What do you want?
Technically
Haven't you
speaking,
caused enough trouble already?
I was being
I'm looking for my
attacked.
pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
I'm not allowed.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
What is this interconnected second floor nonsense? Is there anything of interest up here? Oh.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
That's exactly what I was gonna say, Clive. I don't like sharing a brain cell, but if we have to. What was that about? Too easy.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Yes.
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for
500,000, right?
That's
Pocket
enough
change.
about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I mean...
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Don't count your chicken's
Just goes
head
to show,
yet.
one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I
Backstabbing,
trust I can
you
count
mean?
on your support if things turn sour.
When things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern shut?
Because they have no furniture. Unless you're okay with sitting on the floor. Carpet for two, please. Can I just circle around, or do you specifically want me to take the other exit in town? You specifically... God damn it. I really wish the frame rate wouldn't dip as much as it does. Oh, there. Onward.
The wind.
More like ice skate like the wind. Woohoo!
All right.
Excuse me, what have you fed your bird? Oh, there.
I'll take it from here.
All right, Mr. Trader. I say trader. I should say merchant, right? I mean, he has amassed a fortune, so he can't be completely incompetent. That's a lot of stuff. Gentle maniacs.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
I see.
Being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
It's an impressive
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
Impressive loopholing.
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
I mean... Okie dokie.
I'm just getting warmed up.
And I'm just getting warmed up. Nope. What's this dude skipping on everything? Torgal, get him. I have to more enemies. Are you like all on lunch break here or something? A chocobo, really? I was hoping that would hit, but alas. Why are you sending chocobos to do your bidding? That's kind of messed up, man. Get them. Oh no. Come.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent.
Why are you
Battle
here?
scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Yes.
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army.
I suppose so.
Till you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
That's alright. I've used a break. I've used a break? I deserve a break, is what I meant to say. And I've used it. Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Sid.
Clive. So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
I don't want to hear that from you,
Clive,
Rubor.
you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Awesome.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
Don't worry about
And
it.
my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Oh, is it a fake mustache? Seal update. Another seal, see? You accepted
Any
the...
friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Ruzena Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Why did you have to phrase it like that? Hello, Hedwig. The Court of Owls.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
Whichever suits your fancy.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Same here. Now, we're quite done staring at one another. Can we crack on?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
And only your pleasure. No.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest